Right, we're going to take a listen to this audio as well. This one is from Flavour. He attended a podcast. I think we can call it a podcast. He was asked a question and he gave a response. And of course, his response has elicited a lot of reactions on social media. So we're going to take a listen to this.
Culture, we're always mentioning certain names.
Yeah.
Do you feel a certain type of way when we as a culture don't mention your name in those conversations?
I don't. Trust me, I don't. Because what you guys are talking about mostly is Afrobeats.
But I'm not Afrobeat.
I'm not. What I'm doing is African music. Yeah. Because when you talk, there's Fali Ipupa, there's other guys. Like, these guys mustn't be Afrobeat. So
Facts.
most times, the media just talk about Afrobeats.
Yes, sir.
They're not talking about African music. If you talk about African music, of course you have to mention the name. You understand?
You don't go nowhere.
Yeah.
You gotta talk about Flavour. You have to talk about Fali Ipupa. You have to
Diamond. So many guys. Yeah.
No.
So you see, is like I always say this to the media. I say to them, I know Afrobeat is popping and we're trying to, But I don't just think Afrobeat is popping. I think Africa is
music.
Africa as a whole, not just the music.
I agree.
The culture, the fashion, everything about Africa is popping. We have to push all.
Facts.
We have to push Africa. But if we're pushing only Afrobeat, we're limiting ourselves.
Facts.
And very soon, it's almost time.
burn it up.
You could see, it's almost time.
So we're back on the show.
Yes,
with more stories from Kate.
So that's what Flavour had to say with, regards to that. And people are trying to say that they are not dragging him like they dragged Wizkid or Burna Boy when they said something along the lines of Afrobeat or Rema.
But what did he say that was controversial?
He said he's not Afrobeats, that they should not categorize him in that genre.
He's more like high life.
African music, according to what he said. So,
So it's not,
Some people might get it wrong, by saying he's trying to disassociate himself from the default genre of Nigerian music that people know. Even if you're doing high life in Nigeria right now and you're not part of the older generation, they kind of have a way of fusing it and give it an Afro something.
because they want to now.
And so for a lot of people right now, Afro beats is the default genre for a hip kind of music. For hip music,
Right.
You understand? So everything that you do right now is probably centered around Afro beats. Afro beats with the S is the urban genre.
yeah.
Right.
Is the very urban genre, not Afro beats like the
Without the S.
Abamieda, Fela Nicolas Bokuchi.
Yeah.
So when you say things like this, some people may make it look like, you're dissociating yourself from the unique genre that's unique to Nigeria.
Well,
I don't feel so too.
I don't.
I don't.
Especially because his own songs are more along the lines of high life. If you ask me, they don't take you can't compare his songs to say a Wizkid or a Davido kind of, mostly because
But I would say they're high life flavored, not high life
exactly,
in,
yes. But my point is they differ significantly from the sounds of people like Wizkid or Davido or other core Afro.
But people want to
artists.
argue that it is because of where he's coming from.
Exactly.
He's part of the country.
That's what influence. Exactly.
Yeah.
So I was even thinking they were going to give him kudos because if you listen to some other part of that podcast, he seemed to have chronicled his early days and how he started the humble beginnings. There was a time he said he was performing and P Square came and they asked him to get off the stage because P Square was and he seemed okay with it. He seemed like he's always been this guy that's content. He's doing good, but you don't see him like forcefully trying to get to the top. He's just okay with where he is. Exactly. And he's prospering. So I thought that would be what people would hold on to and maybe give him some.
So he says he's doing African music.
Yes.
Well.
All right, before we move far away from the Baba Frayo and Nas Boy situation, so there are speculations online that it is possible that, this Baba Frayo's video is a way to promotes the new
Nas
song
Boy's
by
new-
Nas Boy,
new
the
record.
Skate song, the short skate song.
Wow.
So, but
So why did he make it seem so real?
And
you have to
that's
be
how you have to
smart.
do it now.
See, all these people should stop
I mean,
taking
that's
us
if that's
for-
the case. So
That's if that's the case, actually. But let's take messages.
Indeed, and this will probably be our final story because it's like 3 in 1. So there's a guy who has been left heartbroken after his girlfriend went on a play date with another man who has a girlfriend. So he didn't tell her. No, she didn't tell him
Okay.
when she was going for the play date.
Please, what is
And
it?
What's a play date?
It's just like hangouts with a friend.
We will not go play or what?
Yeah, just gist and all. That's it.
That's what a play date
That's what
is.
it is.
That's
Yeah.
what it's supposed to be, or
That's what I wanted
Their
to
own
say.
is-
If we reach outside now, they might say, play dates is Netflix and chill.
A social occasion arranged for children to play together.
children.
And children, like, you know, when you say play dates for kids.
So, which one
So
is
maybe they
adults
use it
having
for
a
adults.
play
And they use
date?
it
That
too. It's
you
just
guys are
hangouts.
just, having fun.
Yeah.
That
just
kind of
hangouts.
So
thing.
you
Really.
could have just said you were
They were going,
So they went
the
to have a
guy-
play date.
Yes.
It's more, CB now.
It's Gen Z.
No, it's more Gen
Z.
Z. It's more baddish to use.
Okay.
Charity, let's go on a play
I know,
date.
thank you. I'll pass.
Okay.
So she didn't tell her boyfriend, and then I think one way or the other he found out, and then he asked her. So she now said she didn't tell him because she knew that he was going to overreact.
Go.
So the guy was like, he's heartbroken that you went out on a play date with another guy who has a girlfriend. You claim he has a girlfriend because
Was the
babe-
girlfriend there?
No,
in the play date?
she wasn't.
Oh, just the two of
Just
them.
the two of them. She wasn't. So the guy is like, you're telling me that the guy has a girlfriend. The babe was not there, and you went there without telling me. So that's where the drama is between. So the guy said he's heartbroken right now.
So is
With
the
regards to
relationship
that.
over?
Well, you did not specify whether the relationship.
Now,
is
if
over or
you're sneaking to go on a play date with someone else when you have a partner,
Right.
and when they too have a partner, then there's a problem.
Yeah, it means that you know that there's something wrong about it.
Yes.
That's why you didn't
You
say.
didn't mention.
Yes.
But
you
she's
feel
saying
it.
that he may have overreacted. That's her reason, which is also a genuine reason.
So I feel like when you know your partner and you know the things that would take them off,
Why
you just
do it?
Exactly. You don't do it.
Why
I think a woman gets to that point much later that she understands she wants to do things and also puts her husband in the her man, not husband now, in the picture.
consideration.
I would say a lot of ladies
Well, true.
younger ladies
I
who will
agree.
say, please, we're dating, we're not
totally
married.
agree.
You can't say, but it gets to that point where a babe go reach, she go no, say
It will hurt him
it
if
will.
I do it.
Yes,
so
it will. So I will not
I'd
do it
rather
just
not.
because of that reason.
Right,
Yeah.
right.